Now today, a Cook County judge ruled she didn't file her lawsuit properly, and he dismissed it without prejudice, meaning she cannot refile.
A Cook County judge just dropped a bombshell. Tiffany Henyard's lawsuit has been dismissed. The judge ruled she didn't follow the proper legal steps, and now it's a blow to her fight for redemption. What does this mean for her future? Will this be the final nail in the coffin, or can she turn things around? Share your thoughts below.
This is my prime example of people that's puppet masters trying to control the narrative.
They can't beat me. If they could, they would be taken it to the post by now. Bold words from Tiffany Henyard. But with all the legal chaos swirling around her, can she back it up? The clock's ticking, and the pressure's mounting. What's your take? Can she really hold her ground? Drop your thoughts below. Tiffany Henyard's empire is on the edge of collapse, and the financial storm heading her way could wipe out everything. Lawsuits are piling up, investigations are closing in, and the money she once controlled is slipping through her fingers. The people she thought were loyal are turning against her, and the walls are closing in fast. How did the so-called Super Mayor go from untouchable to drowning in legal trouble? The signs were there, but now the consequences are impossible to ignore. Stay tuned, because this could be the moment that brings everything crashing down. What do you think? Hey guys, I am Olivia. Welcome to Red Rumbles, where chaos, controversy, and clashes take center stage. From Hollywood scandals to brutal boxing showdowns and explosive political battles, nothing stays hidden for long. The gloves are off, the stakes are high, and the truth, it's coming out whether they like it or not. If you crave the real story behind the drama, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and stay locked in, because once the rumble starts, there's no stopping it. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Whose side are you on? Tiffany Henyard rose to prominence as the mayor of Dolton and the supervisor of Thornton Township.
I am about to address some things as the supervisor. There will be no comments, there won't be anything, it'll just be me addressing you guys to tell you what's going on.
Her leadership was marked by an unshakable confidence that left a lasting impression. Her boldness in the political arena made her a standout figure in local politics, but it also made her a target for criticism. On one hand, Henyard was celebrated by supporters who saw her as a fearless leader who would go to any length to achieve her goals. On the other hand, critics saw her as someone who often prioritized her own interests over those of her constituents. Her ability to control the narrative and dominate local political circles earned her the title Super Mayor. She positioned herself as a champion for the people, but behind the scenes, allegations of questionable decision-making and controversial deals began to surface. Her tenure wasn't just about policy. It became a spectacle of power plays, legal conflicts, and a growing sense of mistrust. So what do you think? Was Henyard's rise to power a result of genuine leadership, or was it just a matter of calculated maneuvering? We want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Henyard's financial troubles began to unfold as accusations of mismanagement began to swirl. Allegations surfaced that funds meant for crucial community services were diverted to ventures that disproportionately benefited Henyard's inner circle. Critics questioned whether the contracts awarded under her leadership were tainted with favoritism. Some even pointed to inflated costs on certain projects that left Dolton and Thornton Townships struggling to meet their basic needs. While Henyard publicly defended her actions, the growing chorus of criticism couldn't be ignored. Reports revealed that community programs were being scaled back or shut down entirely due to a lack of funding, leaving residents frustrated and disillusioned. For a time, Henyard had managed to maintain her image as a competent leader, but now the cracks in her financial management were becoming too large to ignore. Henyard is also facing accusations that taxpayer dollars were misused for personal projects, something that has raised eyebrows among the community and legal experts alike. If the claims are true, it could signal the beginning of the end for her political career. What's your take? Were these financial troubles a result of poor management, or could there be a deeper issue at play here? As if the financial turmoil wasn't enough, Henyard is now grappling with a barrage of lawsuits that are quickly draining her resources. Among the most significant is a case involving allegations that she improperly allocated township funds for personal projects.
18 months after our first WGN Investigates report on questionable spending by South suburban politician Tiffany Henyard, it appears she has been forced off the ballot.
Another lawsuit accuses her of violating ethics laws by bypassing required processes when awarding contracts. These cases are quickly becoming a focal point of her political downfall. Each court appearance chips away at Henyard's credibility. Legal experts predict that if she doesn't resolve these issues soon, the mounting legal fees could bankrupt her, leaving her unable to continue her defense. Even more concerning, the public's view of her leadership is deteriorating with every new legal setback. As Henyard faces these battles, questions continue to rise about how much longer she can maintain her grip on power. With her financial resources dwindling and public trust eroding, Henyard's position as a leader is increasingly vulnerable. Do you think Henyard can survive these lawsuits? Or is this the beginning of the end? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. One of the most damaging aspects of Henyard's downfall is the betrayal of those closest to her. Allies who once stood by her side are now distancing themselves or, in some cases, actively working against her. This shift in loyalty could prove to be a pivotal moment in her political career. Political insiders suggest that some of Henyard's former allies are cooperating with investigations to protect their own interests. Others are speaking out publicly, revealing internal conflicts that raise questions about her leadership style. As the walls close in, Henyard is finding herself increasingly isolated, both politically and personally. This loss of trust within her inner circle is a heavy blow. A strong support system is vital for any politician, but Henyard now seems to be standing alone. Without loyal allies to help shield her from criticism or assist with damage control, her political power is rapidly eroding. In your opinion, is loyalty in politics ever truly possible? Or is betrayal inevitable when the stakes are so high? As Henyard's legal and financial troubles intensify, the people of Dolton and Thornton Township are making their voices heard.
Deep debt, and that is the finding of an investigation of village finances and the spending habits of beleaguered Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
Protests have become a common sight outside government buildings, with residents demanding accountability and transparency from their leaders. The public outrage is palpable, and Henyard is now facing the full force of a community that feels betrayed by her actions. Social media has become a powerful tool in amplifying this outrage. Local hashtags calling for Henyard's resignation have been trending, and community leaders are stepping up to challenge her leadership. The pressure from the public isn't just loud, it's relentless. Every new development seems to bring more anger and frustration from the people who once supported her. The public's role in determining a leader's fate cannot be overstated. When the people demand change, it's hard to ignore the collective will of the community. Henyard's ability to weather this storm will depend on whether she can restore trust and show the public that she is still fit to lead. Do you think Henyard can regain the trust of her community, or has the damage already been done? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Looking back, some political observers argue that Henyard's current troubles didn't emerge overnight. In fact, they suggest that the signs of financial mismanagement and questionable decision-making were evident long before the legal battles began. Critics point to early warning signs, decisions that went unchecked, and actions that seemed to prioritize her own interests over those of her constituents. Supporters of Henyard, however, claim that she was unfairly scrutinized from the start. They argue that many of the accusations against her are exaggerated and politically motivated, driven by her critics, who are always looking for a reason to take her down. This divide between supporters and detractors has only grown wider as the controversy has unfolded. What can be learned from this situation? Some believe it underscores the need for stronger oversight in local governments to prevent such crises. Others see it as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition and the pitfalls that come with holding too much power. What do you think? Were these issues always present, or has the situation been blown out of proportion? The ramifications of Henyard's leadership troubles extend far beyond her personal issues. The communities of Dolton and Thornton Township are now bearing the consequences of her leadership failures. Reports indicate that community programs have been underfunded, infrastructure projects have been delayed, and essential services have been strained to the breaking point. Residents are deeply concerned about the long-term impact of Henyard's scandals on their communities. The question is whether these areas will be able to recover from the damage caused by her poor decisions. If Henyard's legal and financial troubles continue to dominate headlines, how can Dolton and Thornton Township move forward? The consequences of political failure are often felt by the people who rely on effective governance the most, the residents. If the local government is unable to provide basic services and meet the needs of its people, the damage may be irreversible. Do you think the people of Dolton and Thornton Township can recover from this crisis, or is the damage already too great? We want to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below. Henyard's saga is more than just a local story. It's a reflection of broader issues in politics and governance. Allegations of corruption, mismanagement, and a lack of accountability are issues that plague many political systems. Her case highlights the dangers of concentrated power and the need for transparency and checks and balances. Some believe that Henyard's downfall is a cautionary tale about the perils of unchecked ambition and the importance of holding leaders accountable. Others argue that her case is a reminder of how quickly things can spiral out of control when leaders fail to act responsibly. Either way, Henyard's rise and fall serve as a stark reminder of the importance of integrity and accountability in public office. What lessons do you think can be learned from Henyard's story? With lawsuits piling up, public opinion turning against her, and financial difficulties mounting, many are wondering if this is the end of Tiffany Henyard's political career. Her ability to survive this storm will require a level of resilience that few can muster. But with so many forces working against her, can she really make a comeback? Some believe Henyard can still recover if she can weather the legal battles and rebuild her reputation. However, others feel that the damage is too great and that her time in office is up. The question remains, can she rise from the ashes, or is her fall inevitable? What's your prediction? Will Tiffany Henyard make a comeback, or is her career doomed? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for tuning in to Red Rumbles. We hope you found this deep dive into Tiffany Henyard's dramatic fall from grace as compelling as we did. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more stories packed with drama and intrigue. And as always, the comments section is open. Share your thoughts on Henyard's rise and fall, and let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged.